Hi everybody, ACCUSTATS Video Productions presents live from the Simonis Arena at Sandcastle Billiards here in Edison, New Jersey, the ACCUSTATS 8-Ball Invitational. We have 6 of the greatest players in the world playing a round-robin 8-ball format, races to 8 games over 4 days. At the end of the 4 days, the player with the best record will be crowned ACCUSTATS 8-Ball Invitational Champion. And we want to say a special thank you to all of you, our loyal and devoted ACCUSTATS customers who chose these 6 players. You couldn't have done a better job, and we appreciate that you've done that. So we're ready for some great 8-ball action. Let's get underway. Both our players for this match have records of 2 wins and 1 loss. Our first player is from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This gentleman is well on his way to a Hall of Fame career. His accomplishments in recent days and months include Derby City, 2-time all-around world championships. He's a U.S. Open 9-ball champion. He's a U.S. Open 10-ball champion, and he's a 2-time Billiards Digest Player of the Year. Sponsored by Q-Tech, it's the South Dakota Kid. It's Shane Van Boening. Thank you very much. And his opponent from Toronto, Canada, also well on his way to a Hall of Fame career. He's a former Party Poker's Masters champion. He's a former World 9-ball champion. And just in the past 3 or 4 weeks, he won the Southern Classic 9-ball division and the Tunica 10-ball Classic on a 10-foot diamond just like this one. Sponsored by Puyat Sports. He might be the smallest man, but he's got the biggest heart. It's the Lion, Alex Pagulayan. Your official presiding over this match is Mr. Carswell Ransom, and we're going to send it over to the booth to arguably the most informative and articulate commentator that Pool's ever seen, none other than the voice of ACCUSTATS, Mr. Billy Incardona.
ACCUSTATS Video Productions presents from the Sandcastle Billiards in Edison, New Jersey, the Make It Happen 8-Ball Invitational Championships. Along with Ken Shuman, I'm Bill Incardona, and this is the last match of this evening. It features Shane Van Boening and Alex Pagulayan. Both of these players have a record of 2-1 going into this match, and it's actually imperative that one of them will come out with a 3-1 record, and they need to, because Darren Appleton has a 3-1 record, and if they expect to win this event, they're going to have to at least match his record. And the way he's playing, I don't see anyone stopping him. But you know what? These players right here are capable of doing that. Shane Van Boening and Alex Pagulayan.
Well, Billy, I think we are in for a treat right here. And I'll tell you, Dynamite Darren certainly came to play that last match.
Yeah, Darren Appleton is probably playing as well as anybody in the world right now. Alex Pagulayan started this tournament playing flawlessly, but he's dropped a little bit, but he's capable of playing as well as anyone as well. Shane Van Boening, well, what can you say that he hasn't already said on the table? He's been playing extremely well in all tournaments, including this one, so he's capable also of winning this tournament. There seems to be, go ahead, Ken.
I was just going to say Shane selected the yellow group here, Billy, and he's going to have a little bit of work to do around that 4-ball cluster near the spot. But he's got a couple of balls there that'll help him open things up, I think.
Yeah, well, both yellow balls go in the upper corner, but first he's going to have to clear up the 2 balls that are to the adjacent to that cluster to open up that upper pocket. Now he's going to try to go into the balls now, which he didn't need to do, but he did, and now he's stuck without a shot.
Kind of haphazard what he did there, Billy. It's a little un-Shane-like to just run into the balls like that, you know. I thought he might plan it a little better.
Yeah, a little precipitous with his choice there. I thought he could work around that. He didn't even give it a thought. He just figured that the cue ball was going to go in that direction, and you have to be fairly unlucky not to come away with the shot, but sometimes you get unlucky.
Stick right there for a safety. Oh, okay.
Safety allowed.
I mean, I might stick it right there, but that's all right. That'll work.
Yeah, he's now there's a possible combination with the two reds that may lead into the side pocket. Alex is going to take a look at it now. Shane should have obviously looked at it prior to shooting that shot, but he didn't. I do believe that shot is laying pretty good. I think good enough for him to try to shoot it.
Well, I think as well, Billy, a side benefit of that shot is the cue ball can go down in the kitchen area, and should he miss, he may leave Shane with a no open shot. Although there are a couple of yellows open, but he has selected that combination.
Yeah, and there's another reason why he could possibly choose this shot, because it opens up the other red ball after he pockets the front and the side. And he'll remedy that problem.
He made it.
Yeah. He was laying pretty good. Yep. Now the problem ball out there is the ball below the foot spot. That red, he has to get to the other side of the table near the side pocket or in that angle to be able to shoot that ball, because it won't go in the lower left-hand corner. So he's going to have to try to work. I think he can get to it now.
Get to it now. Take this red in the upper left-hand corner. Draw the cue ball to his left on a roughly a 90-degree angle off the red.
Now this shot doesn't play as simple as one may think. He has to have real good speed with the cue ball with this shot if he opts to play position for that ball by the foot spot. And he's trying to do it. Speed of the cue ball, perfect.
And he got the angle too, Bill.
Perfect shot at my Alex Pagulayan. Absolutely perfect. He's pretty pumped up. He wants to win this match badly. And this is one of his biggest rivals, Shane Van Boening, and there's a lot more, prize for him to win this match other than the apparent one with the tournament. He just wants to win this match badly.
Yeah, they do have a lot of history.
Right.
But you know what? It's good history, Bill. There's not animosity there. There's a great mutual respect between the two, but they're both champions, and they've both given us many, many hours of great play over the past 5 years.
And I expect both players, both Shane and Alex, to play hard in this match. And we would like to see all players play hard in every match, but I can assure you that in this match, both of these players will be playing extremely hard because they both want to win for personal reasons, other than the obvious one.
Looks like a stop shot.
No, he didn't get the cue ball back far enough. Billy, now he's probably going to have to play the ball on the side here.
I almost think he was trying to play for the ball on the side and then just stop.
No.
Do you think he was trying to get straight in on the red in the upper right?
Yeah, give me an overhead and I'll explain why he was going to do that. By playing for this pocket here, then he could draw the ball back here, play it in there, and then play the 8 in the side. That's the pattern that he really wanted to choose or to make, But he didn't get the ball back far enough. See, now he has to do something a little bit extra. The other one was like stop,
yeah,
or draw back and then stop, and you got the 8 ball on the side. He's got a stretch here. When you stretch, you lose a little bit of accuracy, and you also may lose a little bit of feel of the speed of the cue ball. But hit it perfectly. This is game number 1. It looks like it's going to go Pagulayans' way. He's going to take an early 1-0 lead in the match.
And he does just that. There's an awful lot of people that contributed to make this happen. And we'd like to go ahead and say a special shout out to David James and Richard Jeffs in California, and to Willie Johnson in New York for their great support. And we sure hope you're enjoying this as much as we're enjoying bringing it to you guys. So thanks so much.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for people like those people you just mentioned to support ACCUSTATS and to make things happen like they've made this happen, we wouldn't be getting treated to the brilliant play of all these champions and their help keeping the game alive. And ACCUSTATS has been known for the vehicle to keep this game alive.
Exactly.
And thanks a lot for supporting ACCUSTATS to help us keep the game alive.
And we might mention, too, just in case anybody out there doesn't know this, maybe you just joined us, but we're playing on a 5x10 diamond with Simonis 860, 4.5-inch pockets. It's got a one-piece slate. And Billy, as you and I were talking before the last match, you said that these players have all of a sudden got a really great newfound respect for 8-ball on a table this large and this difficult.
That's absolutely right. There isn't a more difficult pool game to play on a pool table than playing 8-ball on a 5x10. That's the most difficult of any pool game you can play, is playing 8-ball on a 5x10, because 8-ball is a demanding game when played correctly, and the 5x10 is a demanding table. So with that combination, it's hard to play good 8-ball on a 5x10. It's a very daunting task. I mean, it's
a replay of the break shot that Shane scratched on. The cue ball got kicked into the side going across table.
But when you go cross table
you
off
do
the
risk
break,
that,
you know, you run that risk because you know you're going to, that cue ball is going to be going into a lot of traffic, and to scratch off of a kiss isn't all that uncommon, but not likely, but not all that unlikely. So that's where you're running that risk if you choose that break.
Well, I think it's safe to say that at least today and probably through halfway through yesterday, I think all players have been breaking from the side into the side of the rack. Now, Shane hit him on the nose a few times yesterday, but in that last match, I think Darren and Corey hit every break from the side. Now, this is cue ball in hand behind the line because of the scratch on the break.
Yeah, he's choosing this shot because I imagine he's either going to stop or drift down for one of the next ball in the side.
Yeah, I think you were right. It's the stop shot. Then hopefully he will take the ball off the long rail and float down and get those two straggling reds that are just behind the racking area, clear those up, and then work his way back to the middle of the table for the remaining reds in the 8. Do you see it that way, Bill?
But the problem with this layout here is this ball here. Give me an overhead. The problem with this layout is this red ball right here. If that ball was not there, then he could just make the ball on the side, the red down the rail, get these two, and then the 8-ball, excuse me, the red, then the 8-ball. But he's got that one ball, that red ball right there, that's going to be a problem ball. Let's see how he handles it.
See, I think you'll wind up seeing the ball you just mentioned as the trouble ball be played in the right-hand side, and he may be going for that right now.
It's the ball underneath there that's the ball. Now, at least he cleared that ball. That's a good ball to clear, because now that opens a pocket up for the problem ball.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But he still has the ball to his left now, the red ball on the table. That's a ball he would have eliminated had he shot that in the side. So he still has to address that ball at some point. Now this shot here with the bridge, you know, he may be going across the table.
I think he's coming between the two yellows.
He ain't go across the table like this. He missed it.
He missed it.
He's going across the table. He has better control of the cue ball. Going forward, it's a real difficult type of a shot to control. But he missed it, and he's really unhappy about that. That was a shot he knows he shouldn't have missed. But I think he put too much attention into the cue ball, not enough with hitting it accurately. And you know what? You got to make the ball and stay in control of the table. Van Boening has a lot of work in front of him here. Notice all the yellow balls on that side of the table and the red ball hanging in the lower left-hand pocket. Really going to create big problems to run out the balls from in this position, the way they're positioned.
Yeah, well, the way he set himself up here, I think he's going to try to swing two rails around to the left as you're looking and get behind those three yellows, because I think at least one of them goes in the side pocket, if not both of them.
Well, he can play position for the same pocket, and he's going to try to go. I didn't think there was an avenue for him to do that.
I'm not sure there was any advantage to trying to run into those balls. And at the speed he hit it, he certainly had to be playing to run into them.
Well,
now he's made matters worse.
Well, it seems like he's trying to take the easy way out, even though there may not be an easy way out. Looks like he's trying to take one and precipitously doing things that maybe not be available. I don't know. I'm not going to try to second guess this guy because I don't think I really would do well to do that.
But as you said, Billy, sometimes you've got to, I guess what the expression is, you've got to take what the table will give you and not try to force a situation or force a position that's less than natural unless it's your only option.
He's got a problem right here. The cue ball is positioned very closely to that side rail. He's going to have a problem controlling the cue ball, and he doesn't have really a good path to his next shot. And with the problem controlling the cue ball from that position is really going to... Wow, he really got the maximum out of that shot. Yeah.
Well, he got the maximum, and then it got minimized just a little bit when that yellow rolled up on the white ball.
He's gonna try to cut this ball in with the bridge. It looks like that's a big ball to get rid of because it'll send him.
He's got to play that ball.
Yeah, it'll send him to the side of the table he wants to be in. He'll end up going into the red. He should hit this with a low ball softly here. Nope, he's going with the center ball. I don't know about. Well, I don't know about that.
He missed it. He shot it awfully quick, Bill. And once he got down on it with the bridge there, it looked like he kind of one-stroked it. But the Lion with a great opportunity now. He turned the table over, and Shane turned it right back. Remember, Alex, they both missed with the bridge. Alex hung that ball with the bridge, and then Shane missed with the bridge.
Right. Alex would like to play this ball that he's close to, but I wouldn't advise him to do that. He'll be shooting over this ball slightly. There's a number of ways he can handle this layout. We'll see how he starts it. Okay, I can see what he's going to do. He's just going to cinch this ball and reposition the cue ball somewhere around the foot spot, or maybe short of that, and then play position for the ball near that left-hand rail, and then whatever angle he gets off of that ball will determine where he plays his final red.
Yeah. Well, if he's straight in, he's going to have to change his plans and probably play for that one in the side. If he has any angle, he can take the red that's nearest the cushion up in the long corner. But I think he's straight, Bill.
Well, if he's straight, he's going to have to go to the bottom cushion because he's close enough to the ball, unless he draws back and plays that red in the side.
Well, that's what I think he's got to do.
Yeah.
Because that lays well to connect to the final red.
Yeah, good speed. That's good speed there.
Would have liked another revolution or so on the cue ball, but I think he'll be able to just take another 6-8 inch longer shot than he would normally have if he was straight in, as long as he maintains his angle here on this last red so he can slide out for the 8 in the side.
And he wants to make sure he gets off that rail enough. He wants to get off the rail more than that. So, you know, I think the...
yeah, but now he's going to slide between the two yellows, right?
Yeah, he can do that, but I kind of liked him with the other angle. I think the shot plays easier.
The shot would play easier, yeah.
Oh, he didn't hit it cleanly, but the pocket accepted the shot. He's really unhappy with the accuracy that he hit that shot with, but in spite of that, it still dropped in. He's at the table with a 1-0 lead and looking to extend.
He'll take it.
Absolutely, yeah. He wants to hit the heart of the pocket, not because he may lose a little dignity not to, but by hitting the heart of the pocket, it's assurance that he's playing well. You know,
it's a confidence builder.
Yeah, it's a confidence builder, and that's what he wants.
Right.
And since he didn't hit the heart of the pocket, he's disappointed in the way he hit the ball, and you can't allow yourself to think like that. You know, you just got to go ahead and.
Because if he faces a similar shot like that in a subsequent game, that could still be on his mind. You know. Look at Shane. He's not a happy camper.
Yeah, he seems to
mood swings and up and down a little bit on his emotions.
He seems to allow himself to show that body language, that poor body language, when he falls behind. And I don't know what he's thinking in the chair. You know, I don't really know. But if his body was talking, he would be thinking negatively.
Right.
But
And your opponent picks up on that stuff too.
yeah, but you know what? He looked like that
He
when
did that
when he was playing Reyes.
with Efren, yeah.
When he fell behind by 3 games and came back and won the match. So
Yeah, but as soon as he started to get a little air in that match and, you know, run some balls, his demeanor changed immediately.
So
right.
at the very end, the red ball came and
Yeah.
congested the yellow on the upper left-hand side rail.
I still like the yellows, Billy, because those 2 yellows in the center of the table might lead you to be able to open up that yellow-red cluster there.
You know, I think the red ball. Let me have an overhead, please. I think this red ball is positioned
you think that lays better to run into it?
Yeah, because anywhere over here, he can go into those balls. But does he have another ball after he runs into those balls? Well, you know.
Yeah. See, that's why I felt if he maybe used this ball here, played in the side where the cue ball comes here, then he has this for his insurance ball.
Yeah, but that's going to be.
Plus, he has a nice opening shot on a yellow here too. But I see your path as well.
See, breaking up those 2 balls off of a ball in the center of the table is more difficult to attain the angle needed to do it.
Right, it is.
You know, but the reward is better because of the position of the other yellows. So therefore, you have to figure out what you like best.
Right.
You know, it's a matter of preference or possibly intelligence, one of the two. I don't know.
Well, and then as well, too, Bill, the yellow in the upper right quadrant of the table.
Now, that's haphazard there.
Oh, boy.
That's certainly haphazard. That was, I thought that was poorly judged. I don't think I would have done that. If you notice, not only did he miss the ball he was shooting, but he didn't break up the cluster there, the 2 balls. So therefore, he didn't do good with either end of that shot, which indicates to me that that was really a poorly chosen shot.
Well, the only benefit was that he did miss the 2-ball cluster, and now Shane has to deal with it, but I believe he'll deal with it the way you suggested earlier off that red by the upper left corner.
Right. You know,
but again, what's his insurance? He'll have to leave the other red that's on the head rail.
Yeah, exactly. That's the red that's his insurance ball if he doesn't come up with the shot on the red he goes into.
Mm-hmm.
And
the red he goes into could head towards the 8-ball, depending on whether he hits rail first or he hits ball first coming into it.
Okay, this is the shot that he needs to control well to get on that red to break open that cluster. He has to hit it with a nice soft stroke.
I think he's got to go over. You think he can kill this and hold it, Bill?
Yeah, he can hit a nice soft stroke.
Just drag it?
No.
Yeah.
See now, but this shot here, he has to hit this softly because he wants to maintain that good angle on the rail, on the foot rail. He
doesn't want to be too thin on it.
Yeah, but he wants to get behind the red. He doesn't want to go into the red. He wants to hit between the red and the rail.
And the cushion.
And the rail. He wants to hit the rail first.
Mm-hmm. Right. That'll stop the cue ball. It'll prevent it from glancing off.
Now, say he went to the other side of the red.
Watch a scratch.
He hit it too hard.
Yeah.
That's where Appleton would have put that cue ball perfectly right there and ended up with a shot on probably one or the other of the remaining reds.
It seems to have been a pattern here, not only so far in this match, but in the prior match Shane played when he tried to open up clusters. He just seemed to do it, as you said, haphazardly and not with any finesse. I mean, he had no idea at that speed where those 2 balls were going to wind up if he contacted them.
There's a big advantage for the yellow balls there, considering there are 6 of them on the table to only 2 reds. You know, Pagulayan has a lot more options when he's at the table, because he's going to be playing safe here to try to gain a favorable position.
Block the yellow and let him go ahead at that other red. There's not a thing he can do with it. I mean, maybe he tried to bait him into slicing this in and coming across to try to open those up, Bill. I think it's all he can do.
No, he's got to reposition this. Oh yeah, you're right about that. But I thought he was going to reposition that red near that pocket. I didn't even think about cutting it in. But you were correct about that. I thought that he had this tunnel vision. I thought he was going to bank that red toward that corner pocket, not to make it, but to hang it up and put pressure on Pagulayan to run out, or probably leave him a shot on the red to break those balls loose with.
And that would have been an excellent strategic play
had he not had the ability to cut the red in like you saw. I didn't see that, you know.
Well, Shane is very adept at those cut shots now. He wasn't successful there, but he does slice balls probably as good as any American player.
Yeah, he needed to slice that one a little thinner.
Yeah, he did. Alex is called safe. I would lag this ball. Well, it really didn't help him that much, but I would lag it. It's just better get to the cushion. It did. But Alex doesn't really have a yellow that will help him open that 2-ball cluster. I guess the only thing he might have would be off these yellows down here on the foot rail. But Shane's going to go ahead and he's going to bank this red cross corner, Billy. One pocket shot.
Well, watch the cue ball, because the cue ball could end up scratching here. 2 cushions. Watch it. Oh, it's going to. Wow, wow. He put the other English on it to kill it off that bottom cushion, and he almost made the bank. Well, he made Alex. He put Alex in a position that a must-perform position now. What? Both red balls are open and one's in front of a pocket, so Alex really can't afford to allow Shane back at the table.
Well, I think he's going to play this ball on the side, bounce off about 5-6 inches, then cut that one. Well, I guess he's going to start up here, so we'll pass on that thought. Oh, what's this?
What he wants to do here,
well,
Kenny,
he didn't want to be there.
Let me get an overhead. What he wants to do is he wants to drag the cue. He wanted to drag the cue ball down this way, okay, here. And if he didn't get far enough down, he would have this yellow as an insurance ball. But if he got far enough down, then he could pocket the yellow in the upper left-hand corner pocket. But he didn't get back far enough with the cue ball to play that shot comfortably.
He's got to play the ball in the side and just have to worry about coming back for this straggling yellow later on in the rack. His main focus here, I think he's going to pull this back about a foot.
He might pull it back all the way. See, if he pulls it back all the way and gets to that rail, he'll then once again have an option. But he didn't get it back far enough, and he's running out of options there because he's going to have to shoot the yellow down the rail.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be left with either the shot on the yellow adjacent to it on the other rail, or he can follow it down table. I don't know what he's going to do here. To ensure the accuracy of the shot, I think he's going to go straight across table. This is going to be close again. Well, he's going to play safe here. He's got to play safe here.
Now he does.
Maybe that was the best thing that could have happened for him. You know, he fell into a real good situation here. By playing safe, there's a chance he'll get ball in hand. And he fell right into this, trust me. I mean, he didn't play his way into that. He fell into it. So he really hasn't been that impressive out there, but he does have the lead. Is that correct?
It's 2-0, I believe. Yeah. Well, Shane's going to lengthen this out. He's going for the ball in the middle of the cushion here.
He should have just rolled it softly.
Yeah, he just wants to hit it full in the face, but I think he's going to come
That's
out.
That's a beautifully executed shot. I'm telling you, that was a beautifully executed shot. You know, and he's really put Alex in a must-perform situation here.
Is he going to try to use the 8 as a blocker against the 2 reds? Okay, he just wanted to block the 1 red and make Shane slice the other one.
I think he took care of both balls from this position.
No, he can definitely slice the one that's on the head rail there, Billy. I don't know if he will, but I believe he has a clear shot at it.
Yeah, if he has a shot at it, that's what he'll do. I don't know. I guess he does. I don't know.
His only other shot is rail first on the other red.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is the choice. Yeah, I think safe behind the other red, Bill. Watch this. Safe behind the other red if he doesn't cut it. He did cut it. I knew he was going to cut that in.
Well, you know, Shane has to feel very fortunate to have been put in this position, because I didn't think he had a chance in this game, considering that Alex had 6 yellows on the table and Shane only had 2, and Alex had control of the table. I don't know what went wrong or how it went wrong,
Well,
but it certainly did.
How it went wrong was when Alex had the 2 yellows down here on the foot rail, and he came up short getting over here on this one. But that's a big 2-game swing right here, and instead of 3-0, it's 2-1.
Yeah, it sure is. You know, maybe Alex is just too hyped up. Maybe he's too anxious to beat this guy, or wants to win too badly. And Shane, you know, playing a couple curious shots, you know, going into balls and stuff. These guys really haven't settled down. Once they settle down, we're going to see a lot better 8-ball here. I'm sure of that. But right now, they're still like
they're playing on adrenaline right now.
Yeah, they're doing there's something going on out there.
Yeah. Well, like you said, they're bearing down, but they're fighting hard, and maybe they want to win a little too bad right here. Just got to settle your nerves.
It all depends on which one of these 2 players gets into their comfort zone the quickest. The one who can do that is going to end up winning this match.
Well,
Right now, I think both of them are kind of like unsettled.
Well, you know, I think both groups are equally appealing here. He's got a nice opening shot on that red in the side, though.
Yeah, he
and
sure
he can
does.
go right up there to that other red that's on the side rail. Yellows are all open. If he takes yellows, it's because he doesn't like the ball on the long rail there on the left.
Yeah.
But everything has a pocket.
Plus, there's another reason why he might take yellow, because he's positioned ideally to pocket that red in the side. If he doesn't take reds, that means that Van Boening, if he ever gets to the table, will have that same problem. So therefore, it's another problem for the red if he chooses yellow.
The only reason I don't like the yellows is I'm not so sure I like getting on that yellow that's over there on the left rail near the 8-ball. I like this choice here. I don't think he can go to the red on the rail yet.
No, not yet. It doesn't have the angle. Now he's going to clear the other red that he just shot past. Okay. Now he's got to be careful here, because he may not end up with a shot on that red over there, because he's got to be careful. We'll see the ball coming out. He's got to be careful that it doesn't. Well, he'll shoot that in the side now.
He played to put it there to give him that shot and that connector to the other red, and that's the only reason he hit it with that speed.
I think he should shoot overhead, please. I think he should shoot this ball now. If he shoots this ball now, then he can shoot the one on the side next.
Yeah,
then he can work his way that way. I like shooting this ball now.
Well, I certainly couldn't argue with that.
No, he's going to have to go around all the balls shooting this ball. But this is a ball that he would like to get rid of, but he's in perfect line to shoot the other one. He's going to regain that angle.
Right back where he was. Well, now
that's good.
Now he's definitely going to shoot this red here.
Oh, he should shoot this red
here.
Yeah.
He's not going to the side pocket.
But on this red here, he's going to have to go with inside English. He don't like it. You know, he don't like it because he has to get back. He has to go with inside English on this shot.
I don't think so. I think just a high ball, Billy. I don't think he needs the inside.
He's got to get back. He's got to get underneath this ball, inside English.
You think he does?
Absolutely. He's got to put inside English to get back.
All right. Well, now that's
perfect. Now that's where he wanted.
Yep. Now he just makes the ball in the side, almost a stop shot, then almost a stop shot on the one on the rail. He'll have the last red in the right-hand side as his key ball.
Yeah, he wants to get almost straight on this ball, but not on the rail.
Perfect.
I don't know. That's a little. I would have wanted to get a little straighter than that, because now he has to come off that rail a little bit. He doesn't want to lose the cue ball. He wants to stay as straight on the red as possible.
Yeah, but even if he's cutting that red into the side and floating this way a little bit, I think that 8's makeable from even anywhere near the spot.
He's going forward, you see? So he's playing this differently. He can't stop, like I was saying. If he would have got real straight, he could have stopped.
Don't get frozen on it or you'll be hooked. He's hooked.
He's really playing with danger, I'll tell you what.
I don't know. I think he's hooked.
That's why I said he should have gotten straighter on that shot. Then he could have been able to draw the cue ball back. See, he couldn't have drew the cue ball back with the angle he left himself with.
That's not very smart.
No, it wasn't very smart when you shot the shot that preceded that shot, because you got a bad angle on the red. You just pocketed.
I guess he's got enough to make it in the corner, Bill.
He might bait off the 8 in the side.
He said corner,
Oh,
I think.
okay. He hit the 8 with the red. I think the red.
Did the red graze the 8?
I think the red grazed the 8. I'm not sure,
I don't
but
know.
it looked like it.
Maybe it did. Well, nevertheless, Shane's been given a gift from the gods here to have an opportunity to win this rack. He's still got.
And
still got
about the last rack.
Thanks. I didn't think that red hit the 8, but
Wow, what kind of
Just
shot
a
was
pass.
this? Look at this shot.
oh boy,
Wow, that's these guys they're thinking about other things other than running out.
well, he's got lots of places to go hide the white ball if he wants
That's
to, Bill.
true.
And I think I
totally-
would do that.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
I did,
I
and,
wouldn't-
and that's what he's going to do. He's just going to play safe here.
he's banking this, I think.
Well, he's going to play
I mean, he
safe.
doesn't. Well, he didn't
I don't,
really
even, I, don't,
care.
even- I don't even know why he called it. I would have called safe.
Yeah,
And look what he's done. You see, that really wasn't well thought out, by the way. The one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to
Tie
tie
up
up
a ball.
balls, okay? And it's easy to play a safety. Just play a safety. You don't have to call a shot. What happens if he would have made it? He would have still been at the table. And he don't want to be at the table.
Well, actually, if he made it, he would have had that yellow up the long corner. But you're certainly right about him not controlling that yellow that he played safe off of. He forced Alex to shoot that. I mean, you know,
You know
Alex
what?
had to shoot.
And he didn't play a good safety.
No.
And you know, I don't understand. You know.
And
So he-
somehow or another, he's gotten rewarded for a bad choice of shots and bad execution.
Yeah, both of these players have been allowing their opponent to get at the table at times when they shouldn't have the opportunity to do it.
Well, I think all of that, Billy, is the P word. And they both know that whoever wins this match has a real good chance tomorrow to get at least in a tie situation for the championship. And whoever loses this is going to have 2 losses and probably have no chance to get there tomorrow.
Well, that too.
That too, yeah. Just put that on top of everything else.
Yeah. I think that should be his last ball. One he's shooting now?
Yeah.
I think that should be
Yeah.
his last ball.
Yeah.
You know, because he could have played that ball on the rail he's shooting it now, then the ball to left of the foot spot, then come
Right.
down there, and then the 8 in the side.
I don't think he much cares about the 8 in the side, though. I think he's really going to wind up playing the 8 in the corner. Yeah,
And now he's straight.
I'd be real surprised if he does anything but play for that 8 in the corner. He's got a little angle back to the 8 ball. Sure. And this will tie it up at 2 apiece.
It's 2 apiece. It's been a very venturous 4 games we've seen so far. You know, I mean, both of these players have done things uncharacteristic of the way they normally play. They haven't really played solid pool. And they've done things that were more by impulse or whatever. I don't know how to explain it. But it's 2-2.
It's 2-2.
And it's still exciting.
It is exciting. And it's exciting whether the play's great or it's a little less than stellar. And we hope that our very good friends and supporters, Jerry Keck and Tarl Kudrick from Virginia, Gary Lottie from Minnesota, are enjoying this as much as we are. And we appreciate you being part of the You Made It Happen 8-Ball Invitational.
Nicely struck break. He's got a lot of action with the break, but doesn't pocket a ball. Open table.
Well, I think you got to play for the Reds if you've got a nice opening shot here to take this red in the side and then get that red out of there that's on the rail in between all them yellows, and it should be pretty clear sailing after that, Billy.
Well, I would think so, but I don't know about clear sailing.
Well,
but
I mean, he can bring the cue ball across the table here, no threat of running into anything, and he's got lots of pockets for those other reds.
yeah, and once he eliminates this ball, he'll certainly have gotten through the problematic part of the rack.
Well, and this is the last problem ball, and I would take this in the long corner right now. I would take that in the long corner right now, stop, and if we can get overhead here, I can maybe tell you what I think we're going to do, what he's going to do. All right, well, maybe, I still don't think this is the right shot myself, Bill, but...
Well, if he can draw it back or get it back to where it is now, then he'll like it. No, he didn't get back far enough. See, he didn't get that perfect line on the red ball that he had before, but he was willing to take that chance by shooting the ball that he did.
Yeah, but the speed to play this in the side, I don't know lays as good as he would like.
No, I don't.
Because he's got a little cut, and it's kind of a small pocket he's shooting into. That's why I liked going the other way, playing that one in the long corner, then take the one he just played, and then come back for that trio. But,
yeah, but he saw it differently. He thought that he could get back
Yeah.
a little further to the left and straight on
yeah.
that red ball, and he would have liked his chances better with eliminating the ball that he shot. But I can see why you like shooting the other ball, because you had a good shot on this one.
Well, a little risky, but he got away with it. Just all the way to the short rail and back out.
He missed it. He missed it.
Well, this is just really a question of who's going to make the fewest mistakes, but they're on record pace here. I'm really surprised. We've seen more errors in 4 games here than we've seen in the prior 2 or 3 matches.
He's playing safe here. He was looking to play safe there. I don't see anything wrong with it, because he's really not in a real good position.
It's hard to get to another ball. He's going to need the bridge if he plays this yellow, and he definitely played safe. He's going to tuck him behind that one ball, that yellow in the cushion. Okay. Now, jump cues are not allowed in this tournament. They can use jump shots, but not jump cues. He's just going to back kick at this yellow, this red, I mean. Foul.
Foul.
All right, well, now Alex, with cue ball in hand, I'm sure is not going to look to play any more safes. He's got a great opportunity here to take these balls off and get his momentum back a little bit. Now, most players would have probably played the ball on the cushion first.
Well, this ball here is a problem ball.
It is, and I'm saying, Alex is not most players. Now that did a lot to improve the lie. Yeah, but now he can't draw the cue ball without running into that other yellow, and he doesn't really want to. He may have to play a different shot here. He'd play that straggler one that's up in the kitchen, but he'd have to use the bridge, so he's not going to.
See, that ball will lead him to this ball here.
Right,
Well,
right, but
let me figure out what he's looking to do here first.
well, Billy, I would think he's going to go here, maybe just bring the cue ball off, and then get rid of this ball, and then take that one up there that you talked about. And he very well may leave that one up in the kitchen area as his key ball too, just to minimize the cue ball movement.
He might shoot that ball next.
Well, that was my original thought, is bring this back now 2 or 3 feet and then get that one out of there. Yep. Don't want to be too straight. That's okay. Yeah, and the ball on the cushion up here by the lower left pocket is going to be the key ball, because then he can either come just 3 rails out for the 8 on the side or just drag it across.
He wants to get as close to this ball as possible and maintain an angle.
Well, no more than halfway up the table so he can reach it, though, Bill.
Yeah, and maintain an angle. That's good.
Yep.
He doesn't want to get straight on the shot so he can move the cue ball if he has an angle. But he doesn't want to get straight on the next one either.
Oh, he won't go more than halfway across here. Just about halfway. That's ideal.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go 2 cushions.
Oh, over and back?
No, I thought he was going to go
2 cushions forward?
Yeah. I thought he was, but now he's pretty
I think
thin.
he was a little too steep to do that.
He's pretty thin here. I don't know. He's got to go around
Right
the
hand
table.
English.
Oh, yeah.
Right hand English, yeah.
Well, that's a good shot.
Well, it looks like the Lion is going to inch ahead here 3-2. It certainly has been interesting how we've arrived at this score, but nevertheless, it's close and it's exciting. You know, several of our You Make It Happen people are actually here in our audience tonight, Billy, and we'd like to take an opportunity here to say how much we appreciate Joe Kulagowski and Joe Kulagowski Jr. They are here in the audience from Pennsylvania. And along with David McFerrin. He came all the way from Michigan to be with us tonight. And we can't thank you guys enough for what you've done to help make all this happen. And big shout out to you, Mike McCumber, out there in Nebraska as well, from everybody here at ACCUSTATS. Thanks, my friend. We really appreciate it. Well, look on the screen there, Billy. You can see neither guy looks happy. Alex looked like he don't know what happened, and Shane looks really miserable.
Well, they don't look very friendly.
Well,
you know.
That's really not the case. But they sure don't look like they're enjoying themselves.
No,
they're working hard out there.
Okay.
This is supposed to be fun, isn't it?
Oh,
what a terrible hit that was, huh?
He missed that, yeah. He mishit that. He threw the stick though.
He don't know. Shane's over. What did I do? What happened there? I thought I broke him good.
All right now.
Okay. Well, quite a mess out there for this rack. This is going to be interesting. Nothing is appealing here. If anything, I think I like the yellows, because I think I can open up that cluster from a yellow, the 2-ball cluster where he's standing, and that other little 2-ball cluster just in front of him. I think that yellow goes in the side, and he's got a couple of balls there to help him. But what would be his opening shot if he took yellows? That's the key.
I don't like either color.
How about that red-yellow combination up the long corner, Bill?
That's certainly an option. You know, if he was certain he could make that combination, that's what he would be starting out with if he's going to take yellow. So
yeah, his only other shot is he'd have to take reds. I think that's his only shot to make a yellow. This is the combination.
This is a situation: is what is the lesser of the two evils out there? Is the red not as bad as the yellows? If he's going to play yellows,
he's playing it.
Yeah,
I like it. I like the shot, Bill.
Yeah, I would think he would start with this combination here if he's going to take yellow. Now that ball right there is a bad yellow ball.
The ball behind the spot. Yeah.
No, also the ball behind the spot. I mean, the whole layout is troublesome. But the yellow ball right to the left of the cue ball.
I think it goes to the side.
Yeah, but you know
you can get on it from the yellow that's to the right of it.
And then you got to go around, and you know it's a bad ball. If it wasn't there, everything would look much better.
Watch the cue ball here.
Well, he put too much follow on it, and it went. He's not going to like that. But, you know, he's still okay because, you know, it's a tough position here.
Well, Billy, while Alex is deciding what to do here, I understand we had an inquiry from one of our viewers as far as the break requirements and can they break soft or not, and we'll just clarify that. They don't have to break them hard or soft. What they have to do is meet the requirement, which is either pocket a ball or send 4 object balls to the cushions to comply with legal break requirements.
That's exactly right. Very well put, too. Very nicely said. What's he doing? Playing the yellow up the corner?
Safe all the way, I believe.
And a good safety it was. But the problem with this safety here is this. All he'll need to do is draw back to the rail. That's all.
Right.
And
just return the position to Alex.
And puts him in a tough position.
Right, and put something out there that's a threat against Alex.
Right. That's all he'll need to do is draw the cue ball straight back. Don't call anything. Draw it straight back.
Yeah, drive one right into the other. Exactly as you said, Billy.
And now Alex does not have a shot and must make a legal shot by hitting a yellow. And in doing so, it's going to be very difficult for him to defend against the red.
Well, Billy, if we can get an overhead here, I'll show you what I think he might do. I think he's going to go into this ball, draw the cue ball back, let the one kiss out here. Like a one pocket safe.
You know what he tried to do? He tried to carom that yellow off the red into this red by the side pocket.
Get it out of there.
Eliminating the position that the red's in, so Shane wouldn't have a simple shot when he stepped to the table. But he wasn't able to do that. But there still is some problem, a lot of problems out there.
Well, he's shooting here, of course.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have a shot. You know, he doesn't have a shot, and played a little unlucky with what happened, but wasn't all that surprising.
I think he may just thin off this red and come all the way down here to the foot rail. And he wanted to block that yellow on the left-hand rail. That would have been Alex's only shot, and it is his only shot if he can even see it. But what Shane wanted to do was have that red block the pocket. He didn't do that, and that's why he's a little frustrated. It looks like Alex can make that ball, but is it worth making that ball? I think you have to shoot here.
Yeah, almost. I would think so. You have to try to make the ball.
You're going to come out and have at least a shot at a yellow in the side or the yellow in the corner.
Yeah, because all the red balls are makeable for Shane. So therefore, there's no safety here. So you might as well go for the pocket and use your skills and try to run out, because this is what you get paid for. There are times when you don't have a safety, and it's not advisable to play one if you did. So therefore, you have to go ahead and try to run out, and that's what he has to do. Now he's left him a shot on that red.
He's got both reds in the side. He's got 3 reds to the sides.
But you know, that's not all that bad. Here, let me get over here.
Yeah.
He left him a shot on this red. Now, actually, Alex wants Shane to move that red.
Billy, but if he can make this red in the side and send the cue ball right here, then he can play these 2.
Well, he's not going to do that.
I guess not.
See, he has to have a ball. See, he has to have, let me have an overhead. He has to have a ball like this one to drop onto these 2 balls.
Is he going to bump into the yellow here? Just move it out of the way? Oh, see, well, he got away with it, but, you know, I just don't like going into the balls as much as Shane does, I'll tell you.
Well, you know, sometimes you have to go into the balls. I don't really fault what he did. I kind of like what he did.
You like what he did there?
Yeah,
okay.
Because he didn't have a shot with an angle that would allow him to control the cue ball for a shot off of those 2 red balls. You know, so therefore, by going into him, he knows he's going to push him toward the pocket. There's not any interfering balls around there, so he figures to come up with some sort of a shot.
Yeah, well, he's solved the puzzle here now, Billy. He just needs to come up here in the middle of the table, play that red either in the side or the corner. I think he'll preference the side.
Doesn't appear the side's open. Is the side open? It may be. I don't know.
I think
mean,
the side.
yeah.
If the side, sure, because if you got to play it in the corner, isn't he going towards the yellow with the cue ball? Maybe it's straighter than it looks. I think it is in the corner. Yeah, I didn't know he had that angle, but he sure executed that very nicely.
You know, it seems like he's settled down a little bit, really, because to play position for a ball like he just did, that red ball, and to look as comfortable as he did, and how relaxed that he looked in shooting that shot, that's an indication to me that he's kind of like settling down. Now, the score is 3 apiece, and I think Shane, of the two players, is the more comfortable one at the table now.
I agree with you. At this time, he is. Alex is certainly not pleased with what he's done. And now, look, Shane's got a little smirk on his face now, and feels like he's back in.
Looks like he feels it. Feels so the comfortability that he wants to feel to perform. You know, I mean, it just seems like he's ready to perform right now. You know, he's got that, like you said, that smirk on his face now, like, I'm ready. How about you?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
Yeah, it was kind of, well, I get out. Can you?
And sending a message to Alex like, okay, brother, you better get it together if you want to win this match. Watch the 8-ball. Watch the 8-ball!
It's a $500 8-ball he just made. He's happier than if he won the tournament.
Yeah. I tell you what, that might loosen him up.
Absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
might. And that took a lot of. Hey, and all that good feeling. All that good feeling that Shane had prior to those balls being broken, sort of like left. It just left. Shane's feeling a little bit differently now than he was before the balls were broken. Oh, boy. Let's take a look at that again one more time. Wow. Here goes the 8 off the 1. Oh, excuse me, off the yellow. Now off the yellow again. There was a lot of excitement with that particular shot and how the 8-ball finally ended up in the pocket. Now, what happened is it still the $500?
I believe it was a one-time deal.
Is it over?
It's over unless
is it over?
It's over unless the 5 contributors want to re-up.
It's over. It looks like. I think it's over. 3.
Mr. Conway didn't like that one bit.
4-3.
Look at Jeff. He looks like he just got shot over there.
4-3. Pagulayan.
Oh, Jeff, it'll only hurt for a couple of minutes. Come on now.
And the player that looked like he wasn't going to win this match because he wasn't able to feel comfortable at the table, is all of a sudden really inspirited and ahead 4-3 in just one stroke of the stick. What a difference a stroke makes.
Well, you know, Billy, in a way, I think that loosened up everybody in the room, and everybody's now just in a more friendly mood, and looks like we can get back to some solid play now. Let's see some championship 8-ball from here on in.
Yeah, that has to spirit you. You have to feel that, hey, maybe it is my day. You know what I mean? Maybe it is my day.
Well, I mean, not only did he get half $1,000, but he won a game too.
Yeah.
You know, gee, I get a game too?
Yeah. If there was a temperament meter out there and put it on him before the break and after the break, wow, you could see the difference. Wow, you know.
He'd have pinned the meter.
Yeah, and that's what we need at times, you know. We need a shot of adrenaline.
Yeah. Cut the tension, you know.
Yeah, and he sure got one there.
All right, well, he'll take that red that's behind the yellow there first now, I think, in the side. But that other red to the right of the yellow there could be a little bit difficult. He may have to save it till later.
Well, he's going to have to. He's going to be going away
Yeah,
from that
he's going to have to
ball.
go down and take those two, and that's a pretty rough key ball to have too, Billy. But
Yeah.
it might be all he can do.
Yeah, it sure is. You know, unless he wants to go, you know,
Up and
inside.
down.
Yeah, like he
no, I
wants
don't
to, like,
think so. He's too smart to do that.
Well, let's see where he ends up here because. Oh, nicely executed shot. He ends
Well,
up
actually,
with a
now
nice
he
angle.
might be able to come forward, bounce off the rail, but he'd have to have the angle on that red.
Yeah. Now, it's too difficult for him to play this low red ball next because then he has to get it on the other red ball after that. And, you know, he don't really have a good angle to do all that. I think he just better take care of the two balls up table where he is now first and then take his chances that he can get from the last red to the 8. Try to figure out how to do it.
No, he's going for it now, and see, this is what I didn't like because
I didn't like that either.
Because now he's going to flirt with that yellow. He may have to draw off that yellow to come back.
I still don't like it.
I don't like it either, Bill.
I think he made a bad decision there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think a little better judgment would have prevailed. Thank you, Ed.
Now, he's gambling right here, you know. I mean, I know he's a great player and all that, but this is a little bit of a gamble here.
You know, he might be able to draw between them two yellows and miss it altogether. No, he's just going to have to take his angle here.
Okay, now he's going to have to draw to the side rail and back out. He's going to have to do that to get closer to the 8.
And it's going to take a good firm stroke to do that, and the ball's got to go clean. Nice and smooth. Keep your eye on his head. See if he stays firm. His head doesn't move. It did move a little bit.
I didn't like the
His
path that he
pattern.
took. No,
His
I didn't like
pattern
his
is
pattern.
what got him into trouble there, Billy. Yep, I agree with you. Just those last two balls, he played them backwards, at least from where we sit. But you know, when you're out there, it's a lot different than when you're sitting up here.
Well, in all fairness, the position of the three remaining reds were in in a difficult position. You know, I mean, we can critique whatever we want here in the booth, but when you're out there, you know, it's a lot more difficult, and you just gotta try to figure out what ball feels best for you at
Shane's
the time.
got one problem ball here. If we can get the telestrator up here, I think I can show you what I mean. This, I believe, is the excuse me. This is the problem ball. I like coming here, taking care of this, and then coming up here with the cue ball. But evidently he sees it differently. Now, he may do it now from this ball.
He would like to just go over here now. See,
now he can.
Yeah, now he can go over there.
He can.
Yeah. See, with that, then they'll take care of everything.
I still don't like going that way. Only because if you come too far, your angle is going to take you away from it. But if you're a caliber player, a Shane Van Boening, you don't have to think about not getting on the proper side of the ball.
Well, the benefit of doing it the way he did, you only have to play position once. The other way, you got to play position and then play position again. You have to get around those balls. This way, you only have to play position once. If you got a good feel of the speed of the cue ball, you land it over there, and then you're out. You're out. You can, you know, play position only once, and you take care of two balls.
That's why you're the best at what you do, Billy.
No, no, that's why.
No, it makes good sense. It makes excellent sense. No one can argue with that.
I watch these good players do it, and it's ingrained now. You know, not that I do it because I can't do it, but I'm educated by watching, and I'm fortunate enough to remember certain things. You know, so that's what I remember about that. You know, and actually I learned that from Buddy Hall years ago.
Don't play position when you have position.
I wasn't just born smart.
No, you were born smart and good looking.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. No, people aren't born smart. They're educated. And there's a lot of professional players that sat next to me like you are now that help educate me, you know. Mm-hmm. And I've had the advantage of having all those champions doing commentary to
well, and Billy, as I said in the opening, and I'm not trying to, you know, be anything but serious here for a moment, but You and all the people that have sat next to you in this booth for a number of years have done an awful lot to educate the pool playing public, myself
absolutely,
included.
absolutely,
And
yeah.
we owe all of that to one Pat Fleming.
Oh, yeah, Pat Fleming. He's really a great guy, you know, and he bends backwards to try to satisfy people, you know, even more than I think he should. But he doesn't listen to anything I have to say anyway. So, but Pat has really been almost solely responsible for keeping this game alive for 30 years that I know of.
Well, and not only that, but his legacy in preserving the history of this game will live on for many, many generations. And I just hope that all the future generations that we may not be around to see will get as much from all of this history that's been recorded as we have.
Right. And,
all right, the Lion breaking 4-4 now, and that wonderful $500 8-ball is a distant memory right now to the young Lion. He don't even know about it.
Yeah, it's 4-4, and you know, it's exciting.
It is exciting.
It's a good break,
Exciting.
real
It's
good break.
entertaining.
I don't know if he's going to get anything out of it, but them balls exploded,
Yeah.
and he hit that hit ball really accurately.
Yeah, but 5 balls have reclustered up there near the kitchen.
Well, that's okay for Pagulayan because he's leaving the table. He don't have to look at it. And
Shane's got to take reds because he has no yellow shot. The only shot on the yellow he's got is this ball in the lower right here and on the lower right corner, and that's a terrible opening shot. I think he's got to start with that red in the right-hand side. And he's only got 1 or 2 balls down there in that area to open stuff up with.
Well, that one red on the upper left-hand corner behind that yellow goes in the right pocket.
Upper
okay?
right, yeah. But how do you get behind there?
Well, he can get behind there a couple different ways, but not many, but a couple different ways.
Yeah, and his 1 red down
But
here.
the problem is, Kenny, he's got so many problems out there that you can't do everything.
Which one do you attack first?
You know.
Yeah. Well, this is the right opening shot, and he may come up here and take care of the single red first and get this out of here, and then he can do all his work down in that end of the table.
Okay, he's made the commitment now to run out, because when you eliminate 2 balls like this here, that means that you're committing yourself to run out. So therefore, he has to perform here, or else he's going to be a real big underdog to win this game. He's probably going to. He don't like it. He hit the stick on the table.
He wanted to be straighter so he could float down to play the red in the side and then break the cluster. And then the red on the head rail would have been his insurance ball running into the cluster.
Yeah, well, that's one way. That's one way.
And that's why I think he tapped the stick on there, because now he came too far to hold the angle to do what he wanted to do. He may be able to bunt this slow enough to do that. He's got a real good touch at stuff like this, but he is jacked up. Well, that's one way to go about it, but risky.
Now he's in a worse position than he was prior to shooting that shot. He's in a worse position. So, you know, he's really got problems.
Let's get the telestrator up here for a second. I want to show you what I think what he's going to do. I think he's going to play this ball here, Billy, and draw it back into the cluster, using that for his insurance ball.
I think he should go into the other red ball. He can open up everything that way.
Yeah, the 2-ball cluster.
The other one, I think he should have went.
Yeah,
the other one. That way he could
cluster.
open up everything.
Right.
But now he's in a pickle for sure.
Now he has no shot.
He's got.
There's nothing. Nothing goes.
No, he's got. He can maybe bank this ball.
What good does that do you?
At least it'll give him a chance. Maybe he can put the red in the side and maybe bank the other red. The 8-ball's positioned in front of the pocket.
Well, all right.
He can possibly still win this way.
Yeah. Kind of hopped when it hit the rail, didn't
It did. It
Yeah.
did hop. Yeah, right. It did hop. Really unhappy with the way things turned out. But he made that commitment to try to run out, and the way the balls were positioned, I don't know. I think he maybe precipitously he made a commitment that maybe he shouldn't have.
Do you think maybe that just shows just a little impatience on his part?
Well, maybe a lot of optimism.
Well, and also, you know, keep the other guy in the chair, keep your foot on the gas, all those kind of thoughts, you know. I mean, he's an aggressive player. But he does have discipline. We've seen that over the years in his one-pocket game. I mean, in all kinds of games. He has discipline when he needs it.
Yeah, well,
but sometimes you just, you know,
I think
you
8-ball.
You go with your gut.
I think 8-ball is a very deceptive game. I think it's a game that requires excellent judgment, you know, excellent judgment, particularly after the balls are broken, you know. Particularly after the balls are broken, you have to evaluate. You have to evaluate the situation, and it's really, you know, imperative that you make good decisions.
Yeah. It's really, to me, it's like it's a mini straight pool sometimes, you know, on a smaller scale. I mean, Danny made a nice analogy earlier. He said, yeah, you run off all your colors and you play for the 8-ball as if it was your break ball. I mean, you want a key ball and a ball before the key ball and those kind of things. So all that being said, you're right. The judgment aspect of it is extremely important, and especially on equipment this difficult.
Right. Because the thing about playing 8-ball on a 5x10 is quite often after the break, the table's going to say to you, maybe you can get out if you could do this, this, and this. But the problem is that on a 5x10, it's not easy to do this, this, and this, you know. And when you do have a couple problematic or problem areas, it really makes it quite difficult to do this, this, and this. And so therefore, maybe it's better if you go defensively or, you know, or try to use some sort of strategy.
Live to fight another day.
You don't have to, like, you know,
charge full speed ahead.
No, exactly. You don't have to do that.
Well, Alex is going to steal this one back from SVB and take a 5-4 lead, I believe, will be the score after these last two.
Yeah, it's quite more difficult to manipulate and control the cue ball on a 5x10 than it is on a 4.5x9. So maybe you're fooled into believing you could do it by your play on the 4.5x9 and say, oh, I can do this. I've done this before. But this is a 5x10. You know, this is another animal. After game number 9, Alex Pagulayan now takes a game lead with the score being 5 Pagulayan and 4 for Van Boening.
And just before Alex comes up to break here, I think it's his break, but I'd like to take one more opportunity and shout out to Jeff Malley in Illinois, Brian Marshall in California, along with Art Master de Casa out of Massachusetts, Tony Matthew from Texas, and Carmen Lombardo from right here in New Jersey for being Make It Happen. Shout out people that we want to tell you, we're going to shout you out and say, this couldn't have been done without all your great support, everybody. So thanks a lot. You're extremely important to ACCUSTATS, and we hope to continue a very long relationship with all of you.
You know, another way of looking at situations after the break is this, is that from our experience, from our opportunities to watch the players play after the balls are broken on layouts that seem like not simple, but like you can get out. Workable.
Okay.
What's the percentage of the time do they get out? Maybe 60% of the time?
60, maybe.
Now when you got 2 or 3 problematic areas, what do you think that percentage goes to then?
20, 30.
You know? So therefore, if you commit yourself to try to run out when confronted with a situation like that, I think you're using bad judgment.
You're a dog.
I think you're using bad judgment.
Dog, sure.
You know, but in defense of the players out there, you know, this is a learning experience for them, just as it is for us, you know. But they're the ones at the table, and they're learning at their expense. You know, we get to learn for free. And I think that if they played regularly on a 5x10, their discretion will be much better after the break.
Yeah, that's a good word, discretion. I call it maybe just discipline. But either way, I think we're both talking about the same thing. You've got to be able to know when to go and when not to go.
Right. In playing 8-ball on a 4.5x9, years of experience hasn't really taught all the players when it's right and when it's not. Now, can you imagine playing on a 5x10? You're really confused because, wow, you know, this is all new to me. So therefore, we have a tendency then to bite off more we can chew, particularly when we're upper echelon players, because we want to feel that we can do it.
Right. And you're relying on your experience that when you had done it, but that was on more forgiving equipment and a smaller table.
Right. In the meantime, he's doing it right now, this wreck.
By the way, I would be remiss if I didn't mention what just an unbelievably gracious host Eddie has been here all week. He's just opened up his place to all of us, and his staff have been wonderful. He's been so cooperative and gracious and just made us all feel like part of the family here. And if anybody's in the area and you've not visited Sandcastle Billiards, you owe it to yourself to come down here. It's a great atmosphere.
8-ball side pocket.
8-ball side pocket. 5-5. Well, this match is going down exactly the way we assumed it would. You know, I mean, how it got there, that's really irrelevant. But it figured to have been like a 8-7, 8-6 final for sure. You know, and it's going to be. Hopefully it'll be 7-7, and where we can really get a lot of excitement.
I'll tell you, Billy, from my perspective, watching this at 5-5, the way we've watched it happen, has been more interesting and exciting to me than if each guy ran out 5 times every time they were at the table.
Yeah, they're fighting off a lot of adversity of all kinds, you know, so.
Yeah. And so many times we see these players make it look so easy, and they just lull us into this false sense of security. And now we're actually getting to see the emotion on their face, the strain, the mental effort that's being put out to figure out some of these tough runouts. And it almost makes them human again.
Yeah. Excellent hit. I don't know if he's going to get anything.
No.
Here comes the leather
it's
red
not going.
and on the side, but nothing. Nothing.
And you know, the last 3 times you've commented that was an excellent hit, twice from Alex and once from Shane, all those breaks were dry.
Yeah.
It's really kind of ironic that when they haven't hit them so good, they've made a ball.
Right. You know, pocketing balls on a 5x10 is more difficult than pocketing balls on a 4.5x9. So even when you hit them solidly, you know, you're going to get good action, but there's so much surface area out there that balls sometimes find it difficult to find a way into a pocket.
Van Boening has chosen the yellow set.
Yeah, he would like to get straight on this shot.
Didn't get there. Because now he doesn't want to shoot that one because he'll have to run into the other yellow, which goes. He doesn't want to touch that. Straight in on that yellow right there, the center one of the 3 there would have been perfect.
Yep.
Because then he could take the one to the left, and the one to the right goes in between the 2 reds.
You know what? I think he can afford to hit that yellow, even though he runs the risk of tying something up.
Push it to the cushion, maybe.
Yeah, I think he can run into it softly with a nice finesse draw stroke, and I think he'll be okay. He'll probably hit the top of it. Then he'll be in line for that ball near the foot spot.
Well, it's either that or he's got to shoot the yellow in the side past the red.
Oh, he can. That has a pocket too.
Yeah. And now he'll shoot the one right. It'll go right through the 2 reds.
But he wants to make sure that he can draw to his right.
He can draw to his right, and then he'll be able to take the other one. He'll just pick these off in order, I believe. But he needs to get straight in on the middle one.
The ball in the side pocket should have been, you know, an option. See, if he would have played the ball in the side pocket and then drifted over, now everything plays real easily. This ball, that ball, and then the one on the side.
He'll just bump the red out of the way here. He just doesn't want to go too far with the cue ball. That's fine. He's okay.
I don't know. He's got to shoot over that ball.
No, he'll take this up the corner. Wouldn't you take that up the corner first?
I don't think he can make it up the corner.
I think he can, but
well, I don't think so.
Okay, well, nevertheless, he's certainly got the ability to just float across the table and back over here if he wants to.
He's a little out of line here. You know, he's still going to get 2 balls after this ball, and I don't see any.
Well, he can't put a lot of left on this because the red ball's impeding him.
Can't put anything on it.
he actually was able to get about a quarter tip on that thing. I'm really, really impressed with that stroke. Now he won't be able to get straight in on that other yellow in the side. He can't afford to come too close to the 8. So he's probably going to have to move the cue ball. Well, I guess maybe he could. It just looked to me from this angle that it was a little further up table. But it's a stop shot here, and it's going to be, once again.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff there.
Yeah.
Van Boening wins that
He's managed to get ahead 6-5. You know, he seems to be playing pretty good. Even before Alex pocketed the 8 on the break, he seemed like he was the more comfortable of the two.
Yeah, he had settled in a bit just about the time Alex made the 8.
All right. Had Alex not pocketed the 8 on the break, he would have then had a 2-game lead. Van Boening, that is. But that's not what happened. Alex did pocket the 8 on the break, tied it up, and now Shane went back ahead 6-5. Now Alex needs to make something happen. Okay, if Shane wins this match, I was just informed that if Shane wins this match, he will have an identical record as Appleton at 3-1. But they still have to play. And when they play, it'll be at 9 p.m. tomorrow. In the winner of that match, it'll be at 7 p.m. tomorrow. In the winner of that match will win the tournament.
With a 4-1 record.
With a 4-1 record. But what happens if Pagulayan wins this match?
Well, then,
who does he play tomorrow? So if Pagulayan wins this match, he'll be 3-1.
Correct.
Van Boening will be
2-2.
2-2.
And Appleton is 3-1.
And Appleton will be 3-1. And it will all be up for grabs tomorrow because there's a lot of different things that can happen. And there could even be a 3-way tie if it comes down that way. But it's unlikely, but it's possible.
I think the only thing that we can absolutely assure, and it saddens us to say it, that Efren is not in the running.
No, he's not.
And that's about the only thing that we know for sure. The rest of the outcome is right before us.
You know, Efren's game is still great. But the problem with Efren's game is that at his age, his accuracy has dropped a lot. And that's one thing you can't afford to lose playing on a 5x10. Oh. You can't afford to lose accuracy. And that's where he faltered with his accuracy. Not his knowledge of the game, not his ability to control the cue ball, but his accuracy. And you can't afford to lose that against these kind of players on a 5x10 table.
No, these guys shoot way too straight. Well, he got a nice little roll out of those. I mean, he had to hit them firm to get everything open, and it looks like they worked out kind of well for him. Every red goes now.
Yeah,
the thing is, you know, the eight being where it is, if he uses the red near the 8 as his key ball, which I'm not sure you should do.
You can't use that.
You can't get on the 8, right?
No,
you'd have to be perfect to draw under it, play in the same pocket. But I think he's got to get that out of there within the next 2 shots.
Right. That's a ball that's...
And then use something near the side pocket as the key ball.
Yeah, that ball is really a ball that he doesn't need there. So he has to get rid of that for sure before he shoots the ball before the 8. For sure.
That's the plan right now. Take one of these out in the side and get that other red out of there by the 8 ball. But
I kind of think he should have played position for that ball now. Now what he's going to have to do is play position for the ball on the side and then use those 2 balls that are to the left of the ball on the side to try to figure out which is best to drop onto the 8. I think he should have played position for that ball.
Yeah, but look at the traffic he would have had going. Well, maybe so. I guess he could have faded the traffic. Well, he wanted a little less angle on this and cut it in the side and float down. Now he's going to have to still do that, but he's going to have to bounce the cue ball up around the head string area to take that red out by the 8.
He's going toward the yellow. He's going to have to elevate here.
No, he's going between the yellow and the pocket, I think, Billy. Yeah. Billy, if I should never ever try to correct you.
Well, that's a good
I'll
thing
learn.
as he opened up the pocket. That's a good thing as he opened up the pocket. Now he can shoot the ball on the side. See, he'll have a better shot.
Well, so he's even smarter than you are.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now I don't feel so bad. That sounds
Well,
funny.
now it's looking pretty good. He can fill it now. 6-5 Appleton. 6-5 Van Boening.
Not for long.
Yeah, and he's looking to tie it up. Pagulayan, that is, 6 apiece.
Mr. Pagulayan in second.
Well, here we are, 6 apiece, 5 apiece, 4 apiece, 3 apiece. You know, it can't be 8 apiece. You know that, right?
Oh, it can't.
It can't be 8 apiece.
Oh, darn! I
No,
was hoping for overtime.
So it's getting exciting here. I mean, the only other tie score we can have is 7 apiece. And we figure to get that too, by the way. And then we can close it out with an 8 on the break for another 500 if everyone's willing.
Well, I think we should lay off those 5 guys already. They did their job. We need 5 new people.
Score is tied at 6. 16.
Wow, he really struck him nice. I don't know what's happening. Did he make a ball?
Yeah, he made a yellow.
Okay. The reds are nice, then the yellows are nice.
Yeah, but what's his opening shot on a yellow, Billy? If he takes him, he's have
Well,
to shoot that long one here in the lower left.
I don't know.
He's got to shoot the red in the side, I think.
I think he's going to take the red because of the simpleness of the first shot.
Yeah.
But but they're both nice. So therefore, whatever color he chooses, he must run out because if he doesn't, the yellows are nice as well.
Well, the 2 balls near the spot are really the key balls to this rack.
He might start off with the red in the side right here.
Oh, he's definitely starting with the red in the side. But what I'm saying is the 2 reds near the spot are the balls that will require the most attention here.
I agree with that. That's for sure.
He's going to have to stay probably on that side of the table here for a few shots anyway.
Yeah, depending on the angle that he has, he might be able to go to the rail over which he didn't. Well, let's see. He has to look and see if he has a shot in this red over. He should walk around the table, and that's what he's doing now. He should walk around the table to see if he has anything over there. Look, he's looking at it now. If he has a shot in that red, he might.
He doesn't.
No,
he doesn't. The pocket's blocked.
Now that red by the foot spot, the one closest to the foot spot, that's a ball that could end up costing him because it's in a real tough position.
Yeah, but see, Billy, if we get the overhead here for a second, what he's going to wind up doing, I think, is making this ball come here. I'd play this, I would play this one first, get that out of there, play this ball in here, this way, that in the side, and it opens up the pocket here.
Is that ball pocketable in this pocket? I don't know if it is.
Once this is gone.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it looks to me like it's got plenty of room to go by that yellow. Look at
well, if it's
that
got
view.
plenty of room, then I'm not going to argue with you because my eyesight is
not
very good. I don't know.
I haven't been right too much here, but I think that's the.
You know, when I think what he's going to do, being over here, what I think he's going to do is play that middle center red in the side next. He's going to play this red, I mean overhead, in the side, and he's going to follow up here and play this red in here, and then he's going to use this as his
you think so?
That's what I thought he was going to do.
Well, I don't think so. I think he's going to play the hanger next.
Oh, he's good. Yeah, he's got plenty of room for that ball. You're right.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't,
Well,
he don't
then
have
he
a
wouldn't have
shot.
played there.
He don't have a shot. Yeah. Well, I was thinking that ball didn't go there, and especially with that red there. I mean,
Well, the way I had looked at it is that the red would have been gone, the red near the pocket.
Yeah.
I would have taken that out before I came to the other side, and then shot that red in the side. But if you know, obviously this goes, or he wouldn't have played there.
Okay, it's not over.
No, not
it's
if
not
he's straight
over.
in. It's not over.
It's not over. You know, he's straight in on this red, and this is not like a natural angle. He has to work on this one.
Well, you want to overcook this if more than undercook it. That better spin fast. There it goes. It grabbed good on him.
Well, he's going down a little bit farther than he wanted. Now he's going to have to go to the corner, and I've seen him miss a couple shots.
Yeah, but
like
at least he
this.
doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball here. It's just make the ball. Billy, you are a soothsayer.
I didn't mean to put it on him, but you know what? I have seen him miss several shots like that in
You're
this
right.
tournament.
You're right.
You know, it just seems like that particular type of a shot, he's not really hitting well.
All right, here's a replay of Alex's miss. Let's see if he just didn't spin the cue ball enough. That's what he didn't do there. He tried to throw it in a little bit, and he just undercut it, or he just didn't spin the cue ball enough.
And I think what actually was attributable to that miss was most attributable to
the
that
position.
miss was the position on the final red.
Yeah.
Had he positioned the cue ball where he would have had a nice cut angle to go get closer to the 8 in a more exact position,
Yeah.
he wouldn't have had that shot.
But the reason he wound up with that shot, Billy, is because he left himself difficult on the red before it. That the one we said wasn't sure that it would go.
Right.
Remember?
Right. And I'm not
He
quite
did. He did play that pattern a little funky. I really think he did, which is surprising.
And now after that red ball did go, like I thought it may not have, and you thought it would have,
Yeah.
maybe shooting that red in front of the pocket, which you suggested to be good, was the better shot.
Well,
So therefore, he would have
yeah.
played position off of the off the other red.
Off the other red for the eight. For the
right,
8.
right. So there's a lot of unanswered questions out there, but one question that was answered is he didn't get out.
Yeah.
He's got to draw this straight back. You know, he's got to draw this straight back.
I think he's got just a hair of an angle here, Billy. He
Well, if
might
he's-
be able to just hit it with a low right ball, spin out, or he might be able to just straight draw it. No, that won't hurt him.
No, he's okay. He's got a little bit of a bad angle, but he's pretty close with this ball.
You just hit the cushion and bounce out 1.5 feet or so.
But he can't afford to mishit it because he can't afford to mishit it. And when you're on that rail and you have to accelerate that speed.
Yeah, and you can't lag that shot being on the rail.
No.
You know, he had to hit it with the stroke he hit it with.
Because of the angle he was left.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, it's 7-6 Pagulayan. He don't know how he got there, but he's there.
I don't think anybody knows how he got there.
And Van Boening in the chair is trying to figure out how the heck did this happen. And, it's actually the pattern of this entire match is it's been happening with the unexpected
It's
things
been the unexpected.
have been happening the entire match. And I really do expect to see it go down 7-7.
Oh, it's guaranteed to go case the way it's going. Are you kidding? Well,
Yeah.
we're going to be back with everybody here tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and our opening match will be Efren and Corey at 1 p.m. And we'll have to see how it shakes out for the 3 o'clock and 7. But as we told you earlier, if Shane does win this match, he and Darren will battle it out at 7 o'clock tomorrow night for the title. But Shane has to win both remaining games in order to make that happen.
Right. And I think that if Shane wins this match, that they should play at 9. so we can, fill up the place at the 7 o'clock match.
Ah.
Okay, he did pocket a ball on the break.
Yeah, but he don't have much at all but that yellow in the side, or the yellow in the long corner, or the yellow that's hanging in the lower right.
Well, he's got to draw
no
this
way
back. I think he should draw this back. I know it's a tough shot to shoot, but I think that he should draw this back and try to get that yellow to the left of the red that he's shooting past. Oh, he wasn't able to get back. He put a poor stroke on that ball, wasn't able to get back. It was imperative that he got back on that shot. Now he's got to shoot a real, if he even has a long tester.
Can he make the yellow in the side and the left side?
No,
not the yellow that's closest to him, the yellow that's near the side pocket.
I don't know. Let me take a look. Yeah.
But he's actually looking at the yellow that's closest to him in the side.
This is tough because now he's going to move a lot of balls here. And watch that 8 ball. Watch the 8 ball. Watch the 8 ball. Wow. What did he do? What did he do?
I don't know, but it almost sounded like he miscued to miss the ball that bad.
What did he do?
It sounded like he miscued a little.
He just took off his glove. Is that like resigning?
No.
No?
No, that's
that's the
not
unjoint the stick.
Yeah, it's and only the unscrewing of the stick. It only applies in the case game.
It's not a concession when you take off your glove?
When your opponent's on the hill, if you unscrew your stick during his hill game, you lose.
If you take off your glove at the hill game, it's not a...
No.
Okay.
Maybe you're just airing your hand out.
I'm sorry.
I actually do think I thought he miscued on the shot in order to hit it as badly as he hit it, Billy. But all of a sudden, he might have taken his glove off because he knows he's not going back to the table except to shake hands.
Oh, is he going to take the ball on the side now?
He has to. I would, and then I would draw it over and get that one off the cushion.
At that.
Unless he's going to go across, but I don't like going across and flirting with that side pocket. I don't like flirting with that side pocket.
Well, that's okay.
Well, I mean, it's okay, but...
No, he's okay. He can just draw back and play this ball next.
Stop. I mean, you don't need position on the 8.
You kind of.
Well, I mean, you'd have to be pretty unlucky to be hooked on that 8 ball.
Oh, he's in a hurry.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
He's in a hurry. He's good. He's good. Yeah, he'll just play the 2 balls that's in front of him now, and then play that ball closest to the pocket last.
Just pinch the cue ball here?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. Okay, he could pinch it. Now he'll go make sure he picks a spot to get an angle so he won't get straight in like he did on that last red in the last rack when he wound up with that long 8.
I mean,
he's going to go forward, maybe a revolution or so, or even a stop shot. He'll have an angle.
I just think he should just roll it in and settle on the rail.
Just go to the side rail. I wouldn't go anywhere near that kitchen.
No sense of doing anything here. Just settle on the rail.
Yep.
If you can't make that ball on up there, then you shouldn't be here.
Yep.
That's it.
Shane is now unscrewing, so it won't matter if Alex misses because Shane's unscrewing his cue, and that is a concession. But Alex isn't going to miss this anyway. All right, well, Alex Pagulayan will go into tomorrow with a 3-1 record. Shane is 2-2.